Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Base of Chuck of the Deuces. How we do Texas, baby, man. $9 back. You know what it is, know what it is, know what it is, know what it is. Real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Brought to word preacher, preach on. And today's topic we're going to talk about and I want to talk about today is being nice. Is there something wrong to being nice? No, there's nothing wrong with it, but as long as you don't become too nice at times. This is why that some people just feel like they don't care anymore, not just human beings but everybody else. And there's no kindness and fairness in the world. And don't get me wrong, there's going to be some tough times that and we're going to get on through. We're going to get through by the grace and men of the Lord and glory of his grace. I feel like this, man. I see so much hate in the world, man, it's crazy. I seen it happen to my father a lot of times, to the whole entire community, the whole entire world. Don't get me wrong, you got to be mean at times, but at the same time, you got to have nicer kind somewhere. I mean, that's the problem. There's no balance to it, But long as they don't take advantage the nice, but they'll never take advantage of the mean. People like to be mean sometimes. That's why they call it mean mug. Yeah, you got to be mean, especially when you deal with bad element and an elimination with people, because you can't always be nice to everybody. It don't work like that. I mean, one thing, to only get fairness about your enemies, kill with kindness and fight fairness, because that's the only way you can kill hate easily. Because hate will never defeat it. Love would, hate will defeat it. Hate will never be perceived to be win. Always love to win. And only thing I would say about that, there's no love out there no more. But you have to love yourself before you love anyone else. How can you love yourself and nobody else gonna love you? At some point in your life and in my life and true life, usually, I get it sometimes. Some people just like whatever, I understand why some people do it, especially my mother and my father, but mostly my father at times. My mother is more like water. She more like caring free. She more caring free and be very very denarian, mean giving. My father's more like fire. He got that fire passion and being strong. Rebellion is strong, but not a much caring a lot, But sometimes it's just afraid to show it. But I would say don't ever be afraid to show you're nice and caring, but make sure that they appreciate you what you try to do, because I can understand people do take advantage of folks. I get it. We all been there. We all take advantage of. We all know what it's like, and get that a lot of times, though. That's that's the dog, but he need to shut up though. But that's just the way dogs do. But anyway, there's no nice out there in the world, man. People just don't appreciate it. You just have to balance it sometimes. You have to balance it. You gotta smile. Not smile a lot, but you got to smile and some often, be happy about something. And that's the thing, what gets me. There's so much hate out there in the world, man, but I understand why some people be like that. Because somebody probably been hard on them, somebody used them, or somebody take advantage of them. And they start taking that anger and frustration on, especially the ones that close to them. Don't take your anger and frustration on somebody who's trying to help you, who try to be there. Take them anger and frustration the one that caused you. But they afraid of them folks. But the one that's been nice to them, they push them away. And I can understand some people being too attached and too attachmented and too afraid at times because they don't want to be used and be hurt again. I can understand that, because a lot of times I make sure I don't have a lot of hate in me. Yeah, I got a lot of anger in me because I don't take no stuff for nobody. But at the same time, you ain't got to be like that at times. You got to show kindness. You got to show love and aware and bring with the love. I mean, the community I came from, I come from around here that people are not being nice. You can't be too nice at times. I can understand that. You got to be mean. You got to be mean mugging somebody, look at somebody funny. And that's just the way it is. It's certain areas like that. But certain people, man, if somebody be nice to you, be nice to them back. That's why people are so stuck up in so many ways. From old people to young people to everybody, I can understand it's always going to be hate. It's always going to be ups and downs. We all been in our ups. We all been in our downs. But as long as we keep raising ourselves up and not raising ourselves down, because I know, because we've been down too damn long. And that's the thing, that there's nobody is not being nicer anymore. And if I'm afraid if it keeps being like that, people just gonna get to a point there ain't gonna be no love to care to give at all. And that's just the way it is. Sometimes it gets on your nerves, but you just gotta look the best way of lovability as possible for somebody. But it's a bad world out there. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's a good place out there in the world that people just don't barely to see, And that's just how it is. And I can understand that there's two types of people. There's good people, there's bad folks. Good people gotta learn you can be nice, but don't be too nice. Have a better say on some folks, because make sure you don't want to be taken advantage of and take your anger, frustration somebody caused you. But the bad folks, they gotta learn sometimes, just because you gotta be mean every damn time, you have to bring something nice out of it in you, but not too nice, but some nice somewhere, because it got to be little spark of love and love and sparkle somewhere. And I can understand it in some ways that people are just raised like that. People just talk like that. I gotta understand that's just how my father is sometimes. But he got a little show it sometimes. We all been there. We all get up there sometimes, but we got to get through. And I'm the kind of person, I like to make people laugh. And there's no laughter anymore. There's no cry no more. We just get to a point we just don't care. And I feel like that sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like that sometimes. But sometimes you got to dust yourself off and get yourself up, because you got to keep going. And one thing I would say to people, man, don't give up the world. Don't give up anything in a legitimate life, and have embracement for yourself, embrace the people that are around you, embrace the people that above around you, and stuff like that. It just it shows that a lot of times that we have our days, man. I ain't gonna lie, but we're gonna get through the better day where we trying to go. And I tell you, man, because they always tell me you only live once. No, you gotta live. You gotta live once forever, and ever live once forever and evermore. I can understand that people can be disrespectful at times. They can. If people will start appreciate the nice, it wouldn't be the problem. And I'm gonna say this to ladies: just because you want a man that's being nice, I understand that. He had to have some kind of serious bone in his body, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong being nice to somebody. If a man be nice to you, be grateful, be nice to him back. But if you don't want to be bothered, just say so. And I'm gonna say this to men out there: we have to be very careful, because there's some women out here that been through a lot of stuff and been a lot of heartaches and unheartache, because we don't understand them, they don't understand us. That's why men and women will never see each other as equal like they should. And hopefully one day we'll get that place where we will. But the society just bringing us down and further out from when it comes to race, sexual and gender, from religion beliefs. Some people believe in God, some people don't believe in God. Hey, you make your own choice. But I say to this though, there is nothing wrong with trying to be nice to people and be nice to everybody, man. And that's all I can say what I have to say, because you get there sometimes. You got to show mean sometimes. You do, but a lot of times you ain't got to be like that. You got to show kind and care or something like that. But you can't do that nowadays because people just don't appreciate being nice. Women don't appreciate it, men don't appreciate it, and then the kids, they need to respect the grown-ups, and grown-ups got to respect the children because they was once like it when they was kids, you know. And I get that we go through the heartaches and heartache, and I pray for them. I pray for my father, my mother, and I know they pray for me because we gonna get through these hard times, these hard days sometimes, because it's gonna be a better way, better ahead of us. I mean, I'm sorry, but this dog won't shut the hell up. But you know, but I would say to this though that say what's going on. And all I can say, you know, what I have to say, that you have to, you know, show you're caring about and you concerned about stuff, you know, and you can't become too nice at times, but a lot of times, you know, you got to show a little nicer somewhere. You got to be mean a lot of times when you deal with people, and believe me, I know, but don't become more what you hate, you know. And this is why that people just a lack of caring, no caring whatsoever. They just stick with their own business and just keep doing what they doing. Yeah, but it's people do need to be concerned what goes on. People do need to concern about happening to your neighbor, your friend, but they ain't no love out there no more. All you gotta do is go out there to your every front door. You can see it, but there's some place you just can't do it out there. There's some place. I remember my uncle when he got out of prison. He told me, when you go to prison, you can't be nice, and he was right. There's certain other place you got to be mean at, but when a beautiful place like that, man, you can't always be mean like that. You can't always be like that. You gotta show a lot of kindness and a lot of affection in the world, you know, and the world needs that. But make sure you don't allow yourself to be advantage of other people, for other people don't advantage of you, you know. But you got to show them, let people know that you cross their line and they cross yours. I know how people can be sometimes. I can understand why my father do what he do. I can understand my mother, but mostly my father and everyone else. But once you become too much hate, people fear you. You know, they don't want nothing to do with that. I mean, and I can understand that's just the way people is, you know. And a lot of times that I love my father, I know my father love me, and I hope he know that. He gonna get through these days, man. I can understand that, you know, because a lot of times if people will start appreciate being nice out there in the world, people won't have to be stuck up and being mean all the time. Because people take advantage of folks, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Your own family will take advantage of you. Your own friends, even yourself, take advantage of folks. If it ain't yourself, your friends, your family, even your loved ones, you hurt your loved ones hurt you. And I can totally understand that. Because they gotta understand, they need to take that who they slash out and slash their anger with. Don't anger towards the person that's trying to help you, trying to get you through the better day that you try to get now. Take your anger, frustration on them, because nobody can tell them they gotta be this, they gotta be that. It's them is the problem, you know, because nobody showed them how they respect of other people, and other people gotta respect them and respect everybody, you know. But after I wrap this up, I'm gonna get this dog to shut the hell up, man, because this dog get on my nerves. But I would say to this, you know, that I gotta say that you gotta balance it between good and evil. You can become so good, but not too good. You gotta become mean at times, but don't become too mean. Don't become more what you hate. You could be so gooding, but don't be too good, because people just ain't appreciate it. Make sure people appreciate it, you, and more you try to appreciate them. As long as you don't take advantage of them, they won't take the advantage of you. But we need more love out there in the world, man, because it's too much hate as it is. A little love somewhere. Yeah, I understand you're going to have hate, you're going to have anger, you're going to get that everywhere else. But if you can't get any love in any world, because if you ain't got no love, you ain't got nothing, anything that you get, anything you could get in this world. But the only thing you got to show your love and show your love and loving yourself. All right, and that's the only way you can be nice, encourage people, encourage other people, can encourage you. And that's all I say about that. Peace and one love to everybody. Love will overcome hate, but hate will never overcome love. And that's all I can say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic Show. This is how we do Texas, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace and I'm out.